today I'm talking about how the angels can help us to heal ancestral patterns. So Angel EFT for healing ancestral patterns. So if you are participating today, you agree to take full responsibility for your own well-being. If you'd like to know more about how to work with me or the sort of things I do, head over to angeleft.com. And in my book, Angel EFT, I cover this topic also. So I talk about Angel EFT for healing family patterns. So there's even more information there. So if you have the book, or you want to get the book, it's chapter 7 for more learning. There's also a blog attached to this video, and the link will either be above or below it. And in the blog, you'll find a short angel prayer. So if you're too busy to do the video today, but this topic really resonates with you, head on over to the blog and have a look at the angel prayer. So, what kind of things get handed down ancestrally? So we could say that they're passed down through the DNA, through our genetic encoding, but also energetically things get handed down, and you'll see patterns that go from one generation to the next. And of course there's the nature versus nurture arguments rumbling on, but also there's the energy point of view, that energies get blocked when certain things happen in families, and if they're not resolved before that person passes over, then sometimes this thing gets passed down. So if this resonates with you, what would you really love to release today? What do you feel has been handed down to you that you would love to let go of? If you could take a moment now, pause the video if you need to, think about that one thing that you love to release. And I've lit us a nice candle, and if you can light a candle as well, great. If you can't, you can just enjoy mine, it's right here. And I've got a lovely crystal for us as well. So if you'd like to close your eyes and have your feet flat on the floor and just take a couple of comfortable breaths. And allow yourself to come fully into your body so you feel present. And focus on the soles of your feet. And imagine the little energy centers in the soles of your feet, the little chakras, are opening up and waking up and connecting in with the earth below. And you might like to imagine that you're sending down thick, strong roots from the soles of your feet. And it doesn't matter what floor you're on, these roots travel all the way down through the foundations of the building or through the earth if you're outside, and deep, deep, deep into the earth. And these roots serve to ground you, to connect you with the earth. Sometimes when we do spiritual work, we come all up into our heads and into the higher chakras. So the point of the roots is to ground you. And then we're going to call in Archangel Metatron, and he's going to place his beautiful, powerful and protective cloak of golden light around you. And just feel that cloak being placed around you and the lovely weight of it. And Archangel Michael is placing a bubble of blue light all around you so that only things that are for your highest good can come into your space. And connect in with your own guardian angel. Call them forward so they step closer. And you might imagine that you're sitting back slightly and resting back into their wings, that they're enfolding you in their wings. And call forward any guides or angels that you like to work with. And then you might like to imagine that behind you are standing your ancestors, so living or dead, both probably. Behind you, you imagine that on one side is your mother's side of the family, and maybe you can imagine your mother with her hand on your shoulder and your father with his hand on your shoulder. And if you're adopted, you might like to imagine both sets of parents. and just the ancestors are standing behind them. So each of them have their ancestors on each side. And so there's an enormous collection of ancestors flowing out behind you. And between each person is their own guardian angel. So the angels light up the whole connection, even if you feel that person wouldn't be accepting of angels. Their guardian angel loves them no matter what. And imagine that all of these ancestors and you now are surrounded in this huge ball of light. And those guides and angels that you called in are showering all of you with love. And your guardian angel stands in front of you, and you might like to imagine that you're handing your guardian angel this issue or challenge that you feel that you've been carrying, that's been passed down. So you might imagine it as a symbol, or you might imagine that you've written it down and you're passing it to your angel like a note. And your angel takes it for you and holds it in front of you for you to look at. And so now, with this awareness, you can ask Archangel Michael to help you to cut the cord between you and this issue. And as he does that, you simultaneously feel the cutting of all the cords that have come down the ancestral lineage for this issue. And as the cords are being cut, an amount of love is ushering through the family lineage now. So all the people that had that problem too are receiving love and healing. And you are starting to feel lighter and brighter as you allow yourself to disengage from this issue now. And you might find intuitively that you're getting a message or information downloaded as to steps you need to take if this is a process, or something you need to do today, or how you will now behave differently that you have let this issue go, how your life is going to light up, how you're going to feel so much more relieved and more confident in yourself. And then, just with your palms upward facing, we're just going to go around the points, just saying the word release. Release. And if you like, you can imagine that your ancestors are also doing this. Or if it's easier, you can imagine that you're just doing it for them. Release. 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 And again, we'll just hold this point at the heart center and just feel your heart chakra blossoming, opening, like all the petals of the heart chakra are just spreading out now, widening out. And send that love down the lineage and in all directions of time for the family. As you release. Release. And then back to palms awake. Release. And just with your eyes closed for a moment, just tune into how the body is feeling. And just notice the love that flows through the ancestral lines now. And spend as long as you want here. You might like to pause the video again to spend longer. And when you're ready, just allow yourself to disconnect. So the people that have their hands on your shoulder and behind them are just dropping their hands now. And the angels, the guardian angels, are allowing people to separate again into their own space, into their own integrity. You might like to make this gesture of just separating with love and respect. And come back into your own body, into your space, and be aware of the roots that you sent down, and have a stretch and a wriggle the fingers and toes. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching this video. More information on my website at angeleft.com. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.